successes of an incredible public-private partnership between ExxonMobil, the National Math and Science Institute, and the East Baton Rouge and surrounding school systems. They've done incredible work preparing teachers to help kids.
I'm excited about what ExxonMobil is doing in this state and in this community, and it just shows you when we partner with industry and other community organizations what we can do for our public schools. And just to see the program that they've established here, and to hear the band behind us, and hear all the different subjects that they're offering now here at this school. I mean, what an amazing program that they put together here because of ExxonMobil's investment in this school. We need to do more of that. So I'm challenging other industries to step forward and do what ExxonMobil is doing and invest in our public schools and get involved in our community.
We are here today to celebrate the success of the NIMSI programs here in Louisiana schools. NIMSI is the National Math and Science Initiative, and as you may know, ExxonMobil has committed $13 million to bring this wonderful program to schools across Louisiana. We're currently serving in 26 schools in 11 different districts, 6 of them right here in EBR, and we're excited to talk today about the success that that program is bringing to our local students.
We're announcing student achievement results as it relates to qualifying scores on advanced placement STEM. So AP is a great, rigorous college readiness measure. We have a portfolio of 13 schools last year that were active in the program, so we're going to share their great gains in student achievement across the state.
So we have seen an increase in the students that are participating in math, science, and STEM courses at Woodlawn.
The NIMSI program has meant to me opportunity to be better prepared for college and to have an advantage in the college admissions process.
We try to encourage students to become science and math lovers of science and math, and maybe even teach science and math in our schools when they come back. But it's to advance the advanced placement programs. Advanced placement is a very high degree, high level of rigor for our students. And when you can advance those types of rigors in schools, you have students that are more prepared for college. And that's what this is all about, getting students prepared for college, thinking about college, and going to college from our schools. Thank you all for coming. I think it's a great day for the National Math and Science Initiative's support here in Baton Rouge. And we are very honored to welcome the First Lady, Donna Edwards, NIMSI CEO Matthew Randazzo, incoming CEO, I don't know that he's here right now, Dr. Bernard Harris, and our partners, of course, from ExxonMobil, State Superintendent John White, EBR school board members, David Tatman, President, Connie Bernard, Vice President, Jill Dias, and Mike Goday, and also our staff. I'd like to welcome them here as well today. And also many of the partners, the partner districts that are here. I've visited this morning with Superintendents Rick Wenzel of Livingston, Wes Watts, West Baton Rouge Parish, Jason Fountain Central, Arthur Joffrion from Iberville, and there are other superintendents that are a part of this NIMSI project. The East Baton Rouge Parish School System values its partnership with the National Math and Science Initiative, ExxonMobil, the Louisiana Governor's Office, and the State Department of Education. The $13 million multi-phase investment in NIMSI is critical in developing students in their love of science and math, and may even encourage some of you, to become math and science teachers in the future, and we certainly hope so. We are host to 6 schools participating in NIMSI in East Baton Rouge Parish. They include Baton Rouge Magnet High School, McKinley High School, Woodlawn High School, Tara High School, Lee High School, and Scotlandville High School. This initiative aligns with the goals of EBR in increasing student access and achievement in advanced placement courses. In fact, I'm proud to say that East Baton Rouge Parish School System is second in the state in the number of tests scoring at 3 or higher. There are 5 categories, 1 through 5. Thank you. Last year, East Baton Rouge Parish had 1,185 tests scoring 3 or above. In fact, 38.2% of our students earned a 3 or better score, and that is compared to 34% in the state. So what does this do for our students? It gives them a jump for college credit, financial savings, and a jump start on their careers across the economic spectrum. Indeed, many EBR students, such as our own Woodlawn High School Josue, right here on the end, who's here with us today. Jose? They, especially he and others, have felt the impact, the positive impact that NIMSI has made in their lives. So we're excited about this potential impact on all of our students and all of the students in the region with our teams. Now I'd like to introduce our next speaker, who is no stranger to Louisiana education. Mr. Donald Sanji is the former principal of Dutchtown High School, assistant superintendent and superintendent in Ascension Parish, where they saw unprecedented academic growth and student population growth during his term, and now he serves as the governor's education policy advisor. So please help me join Mr. Donald Sanji.
On behalf of Governor John Bel Edwards, I want to thank you all for being here. In particular, the governor asked me to thank ExxonMobil for their partnership and investment in the young people of our state, to thank the participating school leaders, the superintendents, the principals, and the teachers. God bless the teachers. And all of you students. I speak as a former math and science teacher and a former math and science nerd, so I'm right there with you getting these. We didn't have an AP back then, but I wish we had. So congratulations to all of you. And also we want to thank the many state and local officials who have supported this and other initiatives to ensure a quality education for all of our students. Public education is facing unprecedented challenges, as I'm sure those of you on the front line, the teachers, the school leaders, can attest. These people are asked to do more, to produce better results, and are struggling to find the resources that they need to bring this about. That is why the governor has been so encouraged by companies like ExxonMobil, who have stepped up to partner with our schools in this endeavor. In 2016, ExxonMobil committed $13 million to implement the National Math and Science Initiative's College Readiness Program in 26 schools throughout 11 parishes. And just a year later, we're looking at substantial improvements on AP testing in math, science, and English. Statewide, the number of scores that qualified for AP credit increased more than 13%. And there were significant increases in qualifying scores among underrepresented groups. African American students, 65% increase. The Latino students, an 83% increase. And female students, a 51% increase. Results like these highlights the importance of public-private partnerships. As a former public school administrator, I've worked with many businesses who are eager to work with our teachers and students, and they have always produced good results. When we join forces to invest in our students, we are investing in the next generation of skilled workers. By advancing STEM and AP programs, we're preparing our young citizens for success in the 21st century workforce. And this is so important not only for their futures, but for the future of our state. When the governor and his staff meet with CEOs considering Louisiana to build or expand their business, their main question is this: do we have the talent pipeline that will meet their needs? Partnerships like this one are a win-win for businesses and students. Companies know that they will have the skilled workers they need, and students can rest assured that they are prepared for a successful career. Above all, it is the goal of Governor John Bel Edwards and the First Lady that no student ever has to feel that they need to leave Louisiana to receive a quality education or to find a good-paying job that will support their family. Programs like the National Math and Science Initiative send the message loud and clear that we are interested in the success of our young people and the future of our state. On behalf of Governor Edwards, I want to again thank ExxonMobil for their partnership. We are confident that the great results achieved by this program will encourage other businesses to follow suit, and that this is just the beginning of many more great things to come. And now at this time, I'd like to introduce Superintendent of Education for the state of Louisiana, John White.
Thank you, Donald, and it's a great honor to be here. I do just want to note, Ms. Edwards, that it's a great honor for you to be here, not just as the First Lady, but as an educator. You honor this initiative in our schools, and I thank you so much for being here. And Mayor, Mayor President, I thank you so much for being here as well. It honors us to have you here today as well. And Donald, thank you for your remarks. Superintendent Drake and Mr. Sanji have pretty much run the gamut on statistics, but I want to just take a minute and brag on East Baton Rouge Parish and Woodlawn High School just for a quick second. It's one thing to grow progress and to expand the number of tests that have been passed and the number of college credits that have been earned. But it's another thing to say we're going to do it across the board. We're going to do it for kids of all racial backgrounds, kids from every zip code in this parish, kids whose parents are from every walk of life. Largely thanks to Woodlawn. Think about this statistic. In 2011, 21 African American students in East Baton Rouge Parish earned an advanced placement score of 3 or higher. Last year, thanks to the superintendent's leadership, thanks to Principal Stevens, thanks to the teachers here at Woodlawn, and thanks to many of the students in this audience here today, nearly 200 African American students in East Baton Rouge Parish scored a 3 or higher, an increase of more than 9 times. Congratulations for the work, the fine work that you've done. Similar work is happening in West Baton Rouge Parish, which is here today, Iberville Parish, which is here today, Livingston, Central Community, and across our state. It's largely thanks to the incredible work of educators like here at Woodlawn. One of the first things that happened to me, actually, a faculty member, Ashley, who is here today, an AP teacher, reached out to me and said, we have to do more to support advanced placement in this state. So it was a godsend when Sandy Holloway on our state board and I became aware that NIMSY was going to partner with ExxonMobil to come to Louisiana. They were going to focus on schools that had extraordinary leadership principle. They were going to focus on schools that had committed teachers like Ashley. And they were going to focus on schools where kids were ambitious from all walks of life, from all backgrounds, from all zip codes, knowing that college is a pathway to the future, be it community college, be it four-year university, but that it was necessary to gain the requisite skills in order to get there. And so NIMSY, ExxonMobil, I cannot thank you enough. We would not have achieved what Mr. Sanji and what Superintendent Drake outlined were it not for the work and the commitment of you to our state and to our community. Let me, though, before I introduce Matthew, say this. That work must continue. We still have so far left to go. It's true in math, it's true in science, it's true in engineering, it's really true in all subjects. It's true in advancing the future of this great state. It goes through the pathway of educational attainment. There is no prosperity in Louisiana without educational prosperity in Louisiana. And for those of you who have come to join us from beyond our state's borders, from ExxonMobil and from NIMSY, I cannot thank you enough. And it's why I'm so happy that Matthew Randazzo is here today to speak with us, to share his vision for our state and for supporting our state schools, for supporting our state's teachers, and for supporting our state's students with NIMSY. Ladies and gentlemen, Matthew Randazzo.
All, it is a pleasure to be here with you today. And if I can, I'll start with a personal anecdote. I grew up on the west side of Detroit. I'm the first in my family to attend and graduate from college. And it was really the grace of God and a handful of amazing educators at high school that said to me, you're capable of college-level work, you're capable of college, and supported me every step of the way. And I think about the opportunity to travel from the west side of Detroit to be on stage here with these individuals and to lead this organization, that is a uniquely American story. And that is a story that we want to replicate time and time again as we give students access to rigorous courses and the knowledge and skills that they need to really unlock their full potential and their future. So thank you for joining us today, Mrs. Edwards and Superintendent White. I can only imagine the demands on your schedule and very much appreciate your participation. And I want to also take this moment to once again thank our partners at ExxonMobil. Without their support and advocacy, without their fundraising, the results that we are sharing with you today would not be possible. So if we can take a moment to Exxon, thank you very much. So before I dig into some of the specific results in Louisiana, I want to put them into a little bit of context. There are about 250,000 AP exams taken in 2017 across the country. And advanced placement exams are a great opportunity to really measure student success and progress at the school level, regionally, even across state lines. It's one of those national rigorous metrics that allows us to really understand how a student is achieving and whether or not they're ready for college-level coursework. Another important bit of context is that qualifying scores on AP exams make students eligible for course credit at most colleges and universities throughout the country. So what does that mean for students and families? That means lower costs and less time necessary to earn a 4-year college degree. It also means that those students with qualifying scores are stepping onto that campus day one, ready for the rigors of college-level work. It means they're more likely to persist in college. They're more likely to graduate from college. They're more likely to enter and succeed in the workforce. What I'm proud to share with you is that in the past 10 years since NIMSY's founding, students who've participated in our college readiness program have saved as much as $300 million in tuition because of these qualifying scores. So it gives those kiddos a leg up and an opportunity to thrive. So specific to Louisiana, let's share some of the results here. The state of Louisiana increased the number of qualifying exams by over 500 throughout the state. The 13 schools that were a part of our program last year accounted for more than half of that increase. Put another way, NIMSY was in fewer than 3% of public high schools, and we drove, in partnership with schools, 51% of the gains in student achievement. A few more numbers for you. There are roughly 5,000 high schools across the country that produced at least 50 AP qualifying scores in 2016. Among them was Dutchtown High School, which increased its numbers from 2016 to 2017 by 150%, producing the 5th highest increase among all those 5,000 schools. That is a remarkable achievement that we can lay at the feet of students and educators who partnered to make this a reality. The students here at Woodlawn increased their number of qualifying scores in math, science, and English by a full 49%, and across all Louisiana schools that worked with NIMSY last year, we saw qualifying exams increase by about 15%, roughly 3 times the national average. I could go on, but you've heard a lot of statistics so far, so I'm going to leave you with just a couple more thoughts. More than 300 young women at NIMSY partner schools here in Louisiana earned qualifying exams in math and science, and African American students at those schools accounted for 100% of the state's increase in qualifying scores in math, science, and English. I am just honored to be able to work in partnership with ExxonMobil, our school partners across the state, and I'm also honored to work with Taylor Bunn, who's our program manager and supports all of our operations here in Louisiana. So thank you all for your support, for your advocacy, and ensuring that kiddos across this great state have access to the opportunity that they deserve and to the opportunity that we all on this stage want for our own children. So with that, I am very honored to be able to invite to the stage Mrs. Edwards, who has dedicated herself to the community and to service, who's a great champion. And without further ado, Mrs. Edwards.
Thank you all for coming out today and showing your support of this wonderful partnership. ExxonMobil, thank you for believing and investing in the students of our state. These results confirm what John Bell and I already knew, that Louisiana has some of the best and brightest children in the country. I became a teacher because of my love for children and passion to help them succeed. I believe that every student who entered my classroom deserved the opportunity to unleash their potential. But as any teacher, our principal will tell you, we often find ourselves woefully short of the resources we need to invest in this child's education the way we want to and the way we strive to. Already we face a shortage of teachers, and it's important that we change that, and we let teachers know how important and how much we appreciate them. So let's give her a round of applause for our teachers. Absolutely. We couldn't do it without them. When major companies like ExxonMobil invest in our schools, they're not only helping the kids and the students succeed, they're also sending a message to teachers that they have the support of their community and industry. Our schools deserve the best because our children deserve the best. We know that all good organizations, companies, schools, and also our state succeed when there's a great leader at the top. Thank you to Principal Scott Stevens for being a great leader here at Woodlawn High School. Let's give him a round of applause. In addition to the great AP courses you offer, agricultural science, hospitality and tourism, music, art and theater, welding and electricity, and traditional courses, and tons of sports and activities. What a great program you have built for the students here at your school. Thank you for your commitment to our youth and our students. I am a former music teacher, elementary music, and someone that promotes and advocates Teach MAM, music, art, and movement in our schools. I advocate for teaching the whole child, the whole person, so that the whole community will be successful. Mr. Stevens, you obviously believe in that too, and so thank you for that. Thank you. Today, I challenge other industries around our state. Let's step up and work with our public schools in assuring that they have the best opportunities and skills they can use to reinvest in the many communities around our state. ExxonMobil, thank you for investing in our children, investing in their future, and investing in Louisiana. And thank you all for being here today. And to the students here out there who I know this is not so great and exciting for you, all these statistics, as he was saying, but we believe in you. We believe in your future, and we want to invest in you so that you will go out and do amazing and remarkable things in our state and invest back in our communities. So thank you for rising to the challenge and for your commitment also to these programs. So thank you to our students. God bless you all. God bless you all. And as a final note, I will say that the governor is doing some important work this morning, so I would ask that you all keep him in your prayers, keep our legislature in your prayers, that they would do what's right for our communities, for our students, for our people, and for our state, and not political party. God bless.
Good morning. I'm Angela Zarang, and I'm with ExxonMobil. I am absolutely thrilled to be here today, and before I start, I just want to thank all of the previous speakers, all of the esteemed guests, our elected officials, our educational leaders. Thank you so much for being here, and students as well. Thank you, all of you, for your partnership and commitment to our students. And a special thank you to First Lady Donna Edwards. We really appreciate your passion for education. It shines through, it inspires all of us to continue to come to the table to help our students in our state. So thank you very much for being here with us today. On behalf of ExxonMobil, I am thrilled to be here to provide such an outstanding update to the announcement that we made almost exactly 2 years ago today at Baton Rouge High. It's an exciting milestone for us in our partnership with NIMSY. Part of ExxonMobil's mission is to improve the future of our nation and for our children through high-quality STEM education. It is very important for ExxonMobil and for me as a Louisiana native to see Louisiana included in this highly effective program. ExxonMobil has operated in Louisiana for nearly 110 years. Louisiana's students are our future workforce, and we're committed to helping our local students succeed in the classroom and open doors to a brighter future. As an inaugural funder of the NIMSY program, we know firsthand that its college readiness program has produced significant and sustained results for the students around the country for nearly a decade. And we were confident that Louisiana's school districts, teachers, students, parents, supported by business, nonprofit, and civic leaders, were a great fit for this program, and quite frankly, anxious for our state to become part of the NIMSY success story that we've heard so much about this morning. As a manager with ExxonMobil, I've been involved in our local schools for a long time, for many years. My team and I are actively involved in our partnership with Scotlandville High. I see some of my partners out in the audience. Thank you guys for joining us today. And I have seen firsthand that this kind of successful partnership takes volunteer commitment. It takes active engagement with the teachers, the faculty, and the staff. And it takes excellent programming that is integrated well with the curriculum. NIMSY is a shining example of that approach. Each year, more students at NIMSY partner schools in Louisiana are enrolling in rigorous coursework. They're rising to the challenge, and they're earning qualifying scores on AP exams. This means that more of our students will graduate high school ready to thrive in college and ready to succeed in their future careers. We are absolutely confident that this success is going to continue and grow. And it's in large part due to Louisiana's talented teachers. We all know that teachers are critical to student success. And that is why we're especially proud to help make NIMSY's Laying the Foundation professional training program available to Louisiana's teachers. It's helping to arm them to better support our students in this increasingly rigorous coursework. I'd like to congratulate all of you today on behalf of ExxonMobil for your success and your hard work. Our state has a bright future ahead, and we're really honored to be a part of that. Thank you.
My involvement with NIMSY begins as my story begins. And my story begins whenever my parents, who are sitting here in the front row, immigrated from Central America to the United States in search of opportunity. Now, in their search, they met, started a family, and moved all over the United States. But eventually, they decided to settle down here in Baton Rouge, and as such, I started middle school here. However, middle school was a long time ago. I am now a senior, and as such, I've been through middle school and most of high school. Now, as a senior, as other seniors can attest, I've had to work with the college admissions process to secure my education beyond high school. In doing so, I've had to reflect upon my high school experience, and as such, I've come to realize that NIMSY efforts have been a blessing upon my life. Specifically, they've helped me out by helping me fund my extracurricular activities, helping me earn more college credits, and helping me understand the physics in the physics AP tests. NIMSY offers generous rewards to those of us who, pass the test and go to the study sessions. And I did that a good bit last year. So my reward this year helped me finance my extracurricular activities, such as my involvement in robotics, which has also been a blessing to me, and my own personal hobbies. In addition, NIMSY has helped me earn lots of college credits I can put to good use in college later on in life. Specifically, I took 5 AP courses last year, and I passed all of them, and I attended the study sessions. So now I can get to put those college credits to good use next year during my college career. That'll save me time during college, probably about a semester or so, with all the credits totaled up. And I'm really thankful to NIMSY and ExxonMobil for that. The study sessions have been a huge impact on me in the physics department of AP tests, because last year, during the Physics 1 coursework that we were going through, we had a hard time covering all the topics in Physics 1. As such, when I went to the NIMSY study sessions, they had information that we hadn't covered yet, and that if we hadn't covered there, I might not have, known adequately for the test. And as such, NIMSY study sessions really played a huge role in me earning a good score on the Physics 1 test. And then again, NIMSY came in, I want to say clutch, but that's slang. NIMSY came through for me again this year with electricity and magnetism, because one-on-one time with our teacher is kind of difficult to attain this year, because our teacher, Mr. Sproul, had to be split among 2 courses during the same period. So we had one-on-one time with an electricity and magnetism teacher Saturday during the study session, and that really helped us understand some difficult concepts about electromagnetostatics that we just hadn't gotten to yet. And as such, NIMSY has helped me understand the physics in the physics test. It's helped me finance my own extracurricular activities, and it's helped me earn lots of college credits. And for that, I gotta say, thanks, NIMSY, and thanks to ExxonMobil.
After that kind of testimonial, there's very little that I can say, but congratulations not only to you, but to all of our students here at Woodlawn and the other 5 schools that are participating as well. To our First Lady and to all who have spoken before me, to our superintendent, this has been a great way to start a Monday morning. I will tell you that there's a common theme that I heard throughout all of the comments, and that theme was partners and partnership. So many times we hear about partnerships, but ExxonMobil has demonstrated what true partnership is all about. Thank you, ExxonMobil, for demonstrating that. As I take my seat, I also want to say that while our city parish government doesn't have a direct connection over education, we do have a partnership with our superintendent and with our school board members. Sitting in the audience today, we have Councilman Matt Watson and Councilwoman Barbara Freiberg. In fact, Councilwoman Barbara Freiberg, did I miss a council person? Dwight Hudson, I'm sorry, Dwight. Dwight Hudson and Councilwoman Barbara Freiberg. Councilwoman Freiberg happens to be one of the co-chairs along with Councilman Lamont Cole over our Mayor's Education Advisory Committee. So that speaks to our desire to support the efforts of education here in East Baton Rouge Parish. Once again, thank you for this partnership. Congratulations, students, and go Woodlawn.
I'll be very brief because I know my students are tired of hearing from me day in and day out. As principal here at Woodlawn, I'd like to thank everyone for coming this morning to help celebrate the work that ExxonMobil and NIMSY have done here at Woodlawn and across Louisiana and even across the country. I'd like to thank all of our speakers, especially First Lady Edwards, Superintendent White, Mayor President Weston Broom, and the rest. And also, I'd like to thank Superintendent Drake and his staff for all the support that he shows to me as a principal here at Woodlawn and to all of our principals as well as our faculty. And of course, the most important part is our students. But most importantly, you know, we're giving thanks out to all the adults, but truthfully, the thanks needs to go to our students and to their parents. Without a doubt, you know, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them, and especially their parents, without their support, constantly pushing them, saying, yes, I know it's Saturday and it's 7 o'clock, you know, drag out of bed and get to that study session because you're going to need it. So as, you know, we push our students towards that, I want to thank all of them and thank all of you, especially all of our partners.
This has been a phenomenal experience. First of all, celebrating the academic success of students in science and math here at Woodlawn High School, but also recognizing the partnership, the public-private partnership between ExxonMobil and NIMSY and how that is certainly advancing the academic achievement and opening up opportunities for our students here in East Baton Rouge Parish.
ExxonMobil has really stepped up to be a partner, and what they've said is if we're going to get the next generation prepared to work in organizations like ExxonMobil to be prosperous here in Louisiana, we've got to make math and science, and really at the highest level, at the advanced placement level, a priority. They've funded NIMSY, an organization from works across the country to make sure our teachers are ready to do that, and we're seeing great results in Baton Rouge and around our state.
ExxonMobil has continued to support us each and every year, and they've increased their support for us over the years. So we are extremely happy with that. The EBR Foundation is one of the solid groups that supports math and science initiative, and so we're trying to expand that actually around where we can get other businesses and industry to help support us.
ExxonMobil is a remarkable partner, and I think it really suggests how committed they are to this community. The fact that they've been funding this work and have made a $13 million multi-year investment in this community and across the state is really critical.
The dollars that they provide help this school and at least 5 other schools in East Baton Rouge Parish to have advanced placement assistance as it relates to developing courses, as it relates to being prepared for advanced placement testing.
We are very excited to have Exxon a part of this program, and we're very thankful for their contribution to the NIMSY program and us in turn.
The number of students who are enrolling in and succeeding in those advanced placement courses is increasing, and that just means more of our local students are graduating high school ready to thrive in college and succeed in their career choices.
It gives them opportunities they wouldn't necessarily have. When industry invests and puts money into programs, it shows the students, hey, somebody's invested in me, let me give back. And so hopefully these students will rise to the occasion, and when they leave here, they will be an investment to our state because they'll stay here and reinvest themselves.
The students are excited, and I'm excited for them because that means they're getting more credit to go towards their college majors, which is going to save them money in the long run and help them achieve their goals.
When you put your shoulder to the grind and you commit to lofty, ambitious objectives, even in math and science, you're going to see great gains. You're going to get kids motivated to pursue science, technology, and engineering careers, and that's fantastic news for our state, and it's fantastic news for those kids and their families.
From an engineering perspective, obviously ExxonMobil is excited because we hire a number of engineers, but a lot of our partners in the contracting firms also hire engineers and others that have a STEM background. So if you do the research, you'll see that a STEM background opens doors to higher paying career opportunities. So we're excited to be able to bring that to the local students and help them open doors to a brighter future for themselves. It's been almost 2 years ago exactly that we announced this commitment with NIMSY here in Louisiana, and we're super excited to be able to talk about the success stories that we're now playing a part in.